What's up, Spartans? This is JAG, aka Leonidas, and on today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to complete the 9-win Mega Deck Challenge, what deck to use, and how to win with that deck. A couple things before we start. One, check out my Facebook page, Twitter, and Discord for all the latest channel information. Additionally, I'm going to be holding a giveaway for 6 months free of XSplit, which is a recording software. So if you're a YouTuber yourself, enter by subscribing and joining the Discord server, as I will be giving away the code there. Links are in the description. Now, this deck may or may not work for you. I used this deck and went 9-1, which you can actually, you know what, I'll show proof of that just to always back it up. And if you have Pass Royale, you're going to get unlimited free trials. Well, free. But for anyone with Pass Royale, consider giving those poor white names a pity win, and as they only got one shot. Now, I have 3 videos to show today. The first replay is going to show how to counter the balloon, the goblin barrel, and the hog as well, which we're going to see right there. The second replay is going to show how to counter the P.E.K.K.A. and log bait, and the third replay will serve as another example of how to use the deck and how to stop the Mega Knight. So let's begin. The average elixir I think is 3.4. Going off memory, can't really see the deck after, but I will put all of the cards and pin them in a comment down below so you can actually see the whole deck there nice and easy, which is going to allow actually for decent cycling with the 3.4 elixir. So let's jump into the first replay and go from there. So here's the first replay. As you can see, I have the Musketeer, the Tesla, the Guards, the Earthquake, and the Hog in the deck. And as far as the deck goes, you're also going to have Miner, which is a win condition, and I believe you got Battle Ram as well. And there's a lot of very versatile cards which are good in multiple scenarios. And when you're making this deck, it's really what you want to do. Take a lot of cards that are good in multiple scenarios, because you don't know what you're going to have, what they're going to have, and with the amount of cards that there is, you really want to be able to take on any single offense from them, or be able to counter, just give yourself a lot of options. So in this case, what you saw is that I used a Tesla to try and pull the balloon out there. They got the Goblin Barrel there, and I'm going to have to keep mental note of that Goblin Barrel later on. When you pull the balloon with the Tesla, you're going to want to drop it in the middle like I did. When you're going to pull with the mortar or the cannon, you're going to actually want to drop it at the bridge. Wait for it a little bit, get a little bit close to the tower, and then it'll get pulled in the middle. For the hog, if it's the mortar, drop it in the middle like you see there. And you're going to see that mortar get one shot on the opposing tower like you see. And you're going to want to drop probably another card of 3 elixir or below just to defend, to stop that hog as well and kill it. As you see here, I'm going to drop that mini P.E.K.K.A. to stop the wizard. You're going to got the Battle Ram and the Miner that you're going to be able to use to go on the offensive. A lot of the cards you have are going to be defensive and counters, but they're also going to have an offensive style to them. For example, the Princess, great for defense, take out kind of like your spam troops. Also, as you can see there on the right side, just starting to do and whittle away that tower, do some damage there. Ice Wizard's very good, can really stop a push, got a bit of a splash damage as well. You're going to notice the Lumberjack there, great for defense, quick hits, strong, but also has that rage ability as well. Miner can get up nice and close, so you don't have to worry about getting stopped by defense like as with the Battle Ram or the Hog. I mean, I got the Log, the Earthquake, and the Poison to do high amount of damage very quickly, especially if they have a defense like you see there. You need to drop the Poison or the Earthquake. Honestly, drop the Earthquake over the Poison. It'll do more damage, and you'll keep the Poison for something aerial if you need it. Guards are very versatile as well. Even with something like the Dark Knight or the Velk, they can really take them on and stop them as well. You're going to see here, I use the Goblin Gang to stop the Miner there, and they're going to be great as well for the defense, especially with that. Now, the balloons here, you're going to see me actually drag it right about now with the mortar. That's what you're going to want to do when facing the balloon. Do that as well. Now, for the Goblin Barrel, it's going to be as simple as enough as just doing a bit of your, if you have it, you can drop Guards, you can drop Goblin Gang, you can drop the Log as well if that's in your deck. And like I said, any of the defenses will work great for the Hog, work great for defensive targeting cards like the Giant, I mean Goblin Giant, anything along those lines, even, what's her name, Ram Rider as well. So hopefully this gave you a bit of an example of how to stop the balloon, because that's a tough one and a very common one that I faced during the 9 challenges, and any of the cards you saw in here. Now we're going to move to the second replay, which I believe is going to show the log bait one, which is actually going to be a good one because if someone knows what they're doing, that log bait can be pretty deadly. And there was quite a few pekkas as well, which this will help with. And going back to actually constructing your own deck, if you want to do it, I'd stay away from the kind of high tank cards. And the main reason is most of the time when you do a tank deck for ladder, for example, you really got to customize the deck around it. It's really hard to get those cards in cycle so that it can have the right card that will help your tank at the time that you're doing the push, and with just so many cards, that's really hard to coordinate. So I would really try and make it a little bit more versatile. Take your versatile cards that can play in a lot of different ways. Like for example, Dark Prince, splash ability, got the shield ability, has the charge. I mean, there's multiple ways you can use them. In this case, got caught up a little bit with the P.E.K.K.A. Gonna have to defend on this case, or in this scenario, because I know there's the push coming the other way. This is where I got baited. I used the log on the Goblin Gang, which I think they did probably on purpose, and they were able to get me, unfortunately, the Goblin Barrel in that case, and I wasn't able to stop them. But from this point on, I made a mental note that they have the Goblin Barrel, and I'm gonna, since I have a decent cycle, I'm gonna keep that cycle around and eventually keep that log for the Goblin Barrel specifically, which you're gonna actually see later on. Once you kind of see how their cards are, or if you get a little bit of a good push defensively and you can get a bit of counter, drop that hog, drop that battle ram. Not too much of an issue if you can drop it on the same side. Sometimes if you see them drop too many cards on one side in one lane, drop the battle ram or the hog in the other lane, and you're going to get a nice easy hit on the other tower where you'll get some pretty high damage, and I did that a couple times as well. And really it's going to be playing off what you see from them. It's because a lot of your cards are versatile. I mean, the mortar can go offense or defense. Here you're going to see me go offense, where most of the time I use it against the blue and go defense. Unfortunately, I saw the Inferno Tower here, couldn't do anything to stop it. Dark Goblin's great, especially if they don't have the log. Can shoot that thing from far, and now I can do a counter with that Lumberjack there, get a little bit of damage, and unfortunately they weren't able to defend, and I got quite a bit as a result of that. So moving from here, I try and save my log, not on the princess, because a lot of the times I have been seeing the Goblin Barrel go. Cannon you can use there at the bridge. You can also drop it in the back. Probably shouldn't have put the Tesla, but I just wanted to be more safe than sorry, especially if they placed another card to try and kind of over push just to protect myself. So use the miner here. I know that that Dark Prince is going to be taking a bit. Unfortunately, they got the P.E.K.K.A. on there on the corner, stopping it. Going to use the Goblin Gang here. And I know now that they're going to use that Goblin Barrel very soon. So you notice that they try to bait me again. I'm waiting, and I drop it right now to get both the Goblin Gang and the Goblin Barrel at the same time. And I block with the Barbarian Barrel, get the mini P.E.K.K.A. in, and then I'm able to get the guards in after that. And with 15 seconds left, I know this point is where I want to push, use the poison, use the earthquake, drop the hog, and that's going to be a good game. Nice and easy at that point. And that's the great thing with this deck, is you can kind of cycle around, really drop those earthquake and poisons with the log very quickly to do high damage very quickly. So hopefully that kind of gives you another idea of how to use it, what to think when seeing stuff like the Goblin Barrel, or if you notice they have a lot of cards like the Princess, Goblin Barrel, Goblin Gang, that's going to force your log out, what to think while using it. Alright, so here is the third replay, which was probably actually one of my tougher matches, which was against Wizard, which I think is in the 5,000 range trophies-wise, so don't let the silver badge fool you there. Pretty good. Actually, this one was a tough one, and probably the second match that you saw earlier was also one of my tougher ones as well, but not too bad. Okay, so here, whenever you see them drop the archers kind of like that at the back, I generally drop kind of a weak card in response. Don't really commit to anything yet. See what they play. Here, I saw them drop the Baby Dragon on the other side. That means I could do a little bit of a push. Unfortunately, they had the Mega Knight in waiting, which I should have kind of probably guessed from the beginning, since they were just playing the archers at the back. In this case, the Tesla works really well against the Mega Knight, especially if you can drop that P.E.K.K.A. as you saw just in front, just a counter. I dropped the cannon there. Probably shouldn't have dropped the cannon, but I just really wanted to cover myself and again, just make sure that I don't overtake damage on this. Wanted to complete this quickly. So you have the princess there. I missed the log, unfortunately. Tried to get the tower and the ram rider as well, but only about one hit on the tower. Not too much damage as a result. Down 400. Here you're going to see the loon. Going to drop that ice whiz, slow it down. Use that mortar, drag it over the middle like you've seen multiple times. In fact, I do this with my ladder deck quite often, and I've actually gotten to Grand Champion as a result with that deck, so it works very well for it. Here you can use the Earthquake. Didn't really need to, but wanted to get rid of that Inferno Tower because my next cards with the Battle Ram and the Dark Prince were going to get stopped by it regardless. In this case, have the Dark Prince using the poison, still biding my time. In this case, Wizards outplaying me actually for this match, but biding my time, getting to know what their cards are, and that's going to really make it easier for me to counter in that case. Here I saw them screw up with the E-Wiz, so I dropped the Goblin Gang in the back, able to get some pretty good damage as a result on that tower with the combo of the Minor Goblin Gang and the Dark Prince. Now they're counting with the Wizard, or the Witch in this case. Just going to drop one Musketeer. Shouldn't be an issue as long as they don't drop anything in front of it. Drop the Lumberjack, just kind of distract the right side, attack on the left side. Fortunately, the Lumberjack goes back to the right side. Dropping the Hog there because I need to get a bit of damage. I know the time's going down, and just want to get a little bit more, especially if I can get it within the Poison Earthquake range, then I should be good to go. So here, I see the Wizard at the back, P.E.K.K.A on the left side, drop the guards, try and get that so the mini P.E.K.K.A is able to take out the Wizard so that the Wizard can't take out the guards, and then the guards take out the P.E.K.K.A. That one was a little bit difficult to orchestrate, but that's what you kind of want to do if you're left in an unfortunate scenario where you can get the Wizard behind the P.E.K.K.A in that case. Here, you're going to see the Mega Knight on the right side, drop that Princess, so now I can drop that Dark Prince there just to stop the Mega Knight. You're going to see me drop the Mortar there on the right side, just trying to push a little bit, try and really keep them on the offense. I have 200 health on my right tower, so I really got to just essentially go all offense. Don't give them an opportunity to drop a big card like Rocket, Lightning, or anything like that, because I wouldn't be surprised in a deck like this that they have it. Unfortunately, they don't, but even then, just keep dropping cards so you can get a little bit of damage and really push them onto the defense so they don't have an opportunity to attack you. And that's what you see here. I'm able to get a little bit of troops on the right side. They overcommit on that side. Now I'm going to drop everything down on that left lane with Hog, Poison, and that's going to be game, match, and set. Good game. And that's going to be it for this video. I don't have any more. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of opportunity to see how to use this deck and what to use when playing against certain types of cards. And from that, that's it. Before I sign off, I just want to know, what do you think of the Mega Deck challenge? Do you like it? Do you hate it? And is it something that's kind of new? Gives you something you look forward to? Let me know what your thoughts are about this challenge, and that's it. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next video. This is me, JAG, signing off. Peace out. See you later.